In today's video, we will see nearly 10 plus Excel formulas which are always used by beginners as well as advanced. Let's start with our very first example. And our very first example is date. And we will see two ways to get the first date. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to date value. Bracket open. As a prompt we got date text. Means we have to provide the date, but the date should be in text format. So let's insert double inverted comma 1, double inverted comma close. Second thing what we have to provide in date value is month. So we will insert and we'll click on January, that is our month. And third thing what we have to provide is year. This is our year. I'll click on 2025, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got first date of the month. If I change the month from here, we'll do it March, enter, our date got changed. Let's see the second way, plus or equal to date, bracket open. In the function or formula of date, the first thing what we have to provide is year. This is our year. I'll click on the year, comma. Second thing what we have to provide is month, but we can't provide the name of the month. We will have to provide the number. I'll put 1. 1 is for January, comma, day. I want first day, so I'll put 1. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got first date of January. Let's double click on the formula. Let's change the month as March. So I'll be putting 3 over here. Enter. And we got our date as 1st March. In case you want any specific date, just double click on the formula, come in the end and change the date. I'll delete my first date and we'll put 5, means 5th day of the month. I'll hit enter and we can see 5th March. Let's move to next example. EOMONTH. In our last example, we had seen how to get first date of the month. Over here, we will see how to get last or end date of the month. Formula will be plus or equal to EOMONTH, means end of the month. Bracket open. Over here, we have to provide start date. I'll click on start date, comma, months. We want last date of the same month. So I'll be putting 0 as a month. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we can see last date of the month. I'll drag down my formula and in each month we can see the last date. Let's move to next example. In column C, we have got our dates and we really don't know what are the months of these dates or what's the day or what's the year. If I'll click on first date and we'll double click over here, we can see the date. I'll hit enter. We'll come to day. We'll insert my formula plus or equal to text. Bracket open. Value. Date will be our value. So I'll click over here. Means on the date. Comma. Format text. As a format, I want day over here. So I'll be putting DDD. Means D 3 times. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got name error. So why we got name error? Let's double click on the formula. For days, I had inserted DDD 3 times, but the format DDD should be in text format. So let's convert this in text format by inserting double inverted comma in the end and double inverted comma in the very beginning. Now I'll hit enter and we got our day. We got short form. In case you want full name, double click on the formula and increase D over here. Just do DDD 4 times. Hit enter. Now we can see the full name. Let's drag down the formula. Month. Formula will be same. Plus or equal to text. Bracket open. Value. Date will be my value. Comma. Format text. I want month over here. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma MMM, means M 3 times. Double inverted comma close. Bracket close and I'll hit enter. And we got Feb. For full month, you'll have to double click on the formula, add one more M over here, enter, and we can see full name. Let's drag down the formula, year, plus or equal to text, bracket open, value, date will be my value, comma, format text. I'll be putting double inverted comma YYY, means Y 3 times, double inverted comma close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. And we got year. We'll drag down my formula. Let's move to next example. VLOOKUP. For VLOOKUP, we will see two examples. This is my first example. On the left hand side, I have got my dates. And on the right hand side, I want my holidays based on dates. Let's insert the formula. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open, lookup value. What is lookup value? Lookup value is the value based on which we extract or get rest of the data. So over here, date is my lookup value. I'll click on date, comma, table array. Table array means our data. So I'll be going to the data where I have got my holidays list and it's in the settings sheet. Over here I have got two holidays list. Both lists are same. But in the first holidays list, dates are on the left hand side. And the list which we have got on the right hand side, dates are in right hand side. Whenever we are using VLOOKUP, our lookup value should be on the left hand side. So I'll be using holidays list 1. So over here we have to provide table array. In table array, I'll select dates as well as my holidays name. I have selected my data from top, means I have selected the whole column. Basic reason behind selecting the whole data from top, in case my data increases in future, I'll not have to change my formula. We have to drag our formula. So I'll be locking my range by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma. Now we have to provide column index number. Selection of VLOOKUP started from dates, so dates automatically became column index number 1 and name of holidays became column index number 2. So I'll be putting 2 over here as a column index number, comma. We got two options, true or false. True is for approximate match, means nearby match, and false is for exact match. So I'll be selecting false for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got name of first holiday. What will happen if I'll drag down my formula? We are getting NA error because on these dates we haven't got any holiday. So how to overcome this challenge? I'll double click on my formula. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open, we'll come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag down my formula. Perfect. Let's come down and we can see our holidays. The dates in which there are no holiday are blank. Let's move to next example. We look up second way. Over here also we will be extracting holidays name. Let's insert the formula. Let me increase the column size first. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open. Let's take this down. First thing what we have to provide is lookup value. So date will be my lookup value, comma, table array. Table array means our data. Let's go to settings sheet and I'll select my holidays list from top. We have to drag our formula to right. So I'll be locking my range by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma, column index number. Selection of VLOOKUP started from dates. So dates automatically became column index number 1 and name of holidays became column index number 2. So I'll be putting 2 over here, comma. This time I'll not put false, instead I'll be putting 0. 0 is for exact match, means false, and 1 is for true, means approximate match or nearby match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got first holiday. So over here also we will have to insert the criteria of if error. Otherwise we will be getting NA error. I'll double click on the formula. Will come in the very beginning. If error, bracket open, will come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now I'll drag my formula to end and we got our holidays. Let's come to left and let's move to next example. XLOOKUP. Over here also we will be extracting name of holidays. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to XLOOKUP. Bracket open, lookup value. Date will be my lookup value, comma, lookup array. In VLOOKUP, it was table array and we had selected the whole data. But over here, we have got lookup array, means where we have to look for our lookup value, means where we have to look for the dates. Let's go to the data. In XLOOKUP, we can use any list, either list 1 or list 2. Let's select list 2 this time. So what will be my lookup array? My lookup array will be all the dates. Because inside these dates only, I have got my lookup value. We'll lock my range by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma, return array. In return, what I want? In return, I want holidays name. So I'll click over here. One very interesting thing. Even I can select holidays from here. Let's see what result we are going to get. We'll press F4 or function F4 and my range will be logged. Comma. If not found means in XLOOKUP there's no need to insert the criteria of if error. We will be inserting double inverted comma for blank. Bracket close and I'll hit enter. And we got our new year as first holiday. Let's drag down the formula and just notice I haven't got any error. Let's come down and we can see all the holidays. Perfect. Let's move to next example. Transpose. On the left hand side, I have got my bill number and just after bill number, I have got product's name. And I want to transpose both the list over here. Let's use the formula plus or equal to transpose. Bracket open. We have to provide array. Array means our data. This is my data. So I have selected from top to bottom. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And all the bill numbers got transposed. Over here we have got products. Can we drag down the formula? No, we can't drag down the formula. I'll undo this. Over here also we will have to use the formula or function of transpose. Or let's delete this. Let's insert the formula once again. Plus or equal to transpose. Bracket open. Array. This time I'll select bill number as well as products from top to bottom. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And both the lists got transposed. Awesome. Let's move to next example. Unique and sort. Over here we have got employee names and many names are repeated. But I just want unique names. Means all the names just once. Let's cross check how many names are repeated. I'll click on very first name. We'll press Shift Control down arrow key. We'll go on top. We'll go to conditional formatting. Highlight cell rule. We'll come to right hand side and we'll select duplicate values. We'll do OK. And all these names got repeated. But over here we just want unique names. Let's insert the formula or function of unique. Plus or equal to unique. Bracket open. Array. This is my array. I'll click on very first name. We'll press Shift Control down arrow key. Let's go on top. I'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And this time I got only unique names. And none of the names are repeated. But one thing to notice. The names are not in alphabetical order. So what to do? Let's copy this. Means I'll copy the formula. Control-C or Command-C. We'll hit enter. We'll paste my formula over here. Control-V or Command-V. So this is my formula of unique. What we have inserted over here will come in the very beginning of the formula. And we'll put SORT sort. Bracket open. We'll come to the end. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now all the names got arranged in alphabetical order or alphabetical way. Let's move to next example. SUMIFS. On the left hand side, I have got employee names and region. And just after that, we have got sales. On the right hand side, I want sales based on employee name and region. And over here, I have got drop downs. And I want whenever anything is changed, our figure should get updated automatically. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to SUMIFS. Bracket open. Range. But with range, we can see sum range. So what will be my sum range? My sum range will be my sales. I always prefer to select the data from top. Means I always prefer to select the whole column. So I'll select the whole column. I'm not going to drag my formula to right or to the bottom. So I'm not going to lock my range. Comma. Criteria range 1. My first criteria is employee name. So I'll be selecting all employee names from top, comma, criteria 1. Criteria range 1 was name of all the employees. So criteria 1 will be name of any specific employee. So I'll click over here, comma, criteria range 2. Criteria range 2 will be region. So I'll be selecting all the regions from top, comma, criteria 2. Criteria 2 will be my specific region. So I'll click over here. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the sales of Albert of West region. If I'll click on drop down and we'll select South, sale is 0. If I'll click on drop down and we'll select East, sales got changed. If I'll come to employee name and we'll change employee name from here, Dallin, figures are getting changed. In case you want to insert dollar or rupee sign over here, just press Ctrl 1, go to accounting or go to currency, decimal places 0. Over here we can see rupee symbol in case you want to change it. All the options are over here. Once you have selected your currency, come down and click on OK. And rupee symbol or dollar symbol or whatever symbol you want, it will be inserted. Let's move to next example. Text join. Over here I have got my initials, first name and last name. And over here I want full name with initials, first name and last name. Let's use the formula plus or equal to text join bracket open delimiter means what I want to put between initials, first name and last name. I want to put space, so I'll be putting double inverted comma space double inverted comma close comma. True, ignore empty cells. False, include empty cells. So over here I'll be selecting true means I'll ignore empty cells. Comma. Text 1. This is my text 1. Comma. Text 2. This is my text 2. Comma. Text 3. This is my text 3. I'll close the bracket and will hit enter. And I got my full name with initials. In our case, all the things are together. So one more thing can be done over here. I'll delete the formula plus or equal to text join bracket open delimiter double inverted comma space double inverted comma close comma. I'll be selecting true comma text 1. In text 1, I'll be selecting all the names. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the full name. We'll drag down my formula. Let's move to next example. Repeat. On the left hand side, I have got my customer feedback. And over here we can see the ratings of the feedback. On the right hand side, I want stars as well as smileys. Let's use the formula plus or equal to repeat, R-E-P-T, repeat, bracket open, text. So to insert the text, I'll be inserting double inverted comma. Now I'll be inserting the emoticon or emoji of star. I'll open the window of my emoticon. We'll come to right hand side. Over here we can see the option of search. I'll look for star. We got the stars. I'll be selecting this one. We'll double click over here. And on the left hand side, star got inserted. Let's close this. Double inverted comma close. Comma. Number times. I'll click on my ratings. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we can see 5 stars. If I'll change the number and we'll do as 2, enter, we got 2 stars. Let's drag down the formula. Smiley. Let's copy this formula. Control C or Command C. We'll hit enter. We'll come to smiley. We'll double click over here and we'll paste the formula. Control V or Command V. Enter. This time I'm not going to open my emoji or emoticon window. I'll click on top. We'll double click over here and we'll copy one smiley. Control C or Command C. We'll hit enter. We'll double click on the formula and we'll delete star. And between two double inverted commas, I'll paste my emoticon. Control V or Command V. Now I'll hit enter. And just notice, I got my smileys. We'll drag this down. If the numbers will be changed, if I do this 6, enter, we got 6 smileys. Perfect. Let's move to next example. If with min, over here I have got marks of various subjects. And on the right hand side, I want to know how many students are pass and how many are fail. My criteria is, if marks of any subject will be less than 35, candidate or student is fail. So what we usually do? We use nested if. But over here, I'm going to use min with if. So in the very beginning, I'll be using the function or formula of min plus or equal to min. Min means minimum. Bracket open, number 1. I'll be selecting all the numbers. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got the minimum marks as 34. Now I'll double click on the formula. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll add or insert the criteria of if bracket open min means minimum is less than 35. If minimum marks will be less than 35, as a result what I want? I'll put comma, double inverted comma, fail, double inverted comma, close, comma. If this criteria is not going to meet, I want pass as a result. So I'll be putting double inverted comma, pass, double inverted comma, close, bracket close, and I'll hit enter. And we can see failed. The word or the term fail got highlighted in red because I have inserted conditional formatting over here. Let's drag down the formula and we got the result. In case you don't want to see pass over here, you just want to know how many students or candidates are fail, double click on the formula and delete pass from here. But double inverted commas will not be deleted. We'll hit enter. Let's drag down the formula and we can see only fail. Let's move to next example. COUNTIF. On the left hand side, I have got my attendance. And on the right hand side, I want to see the total. I want to see the total of all the heads like present, absent, privileged leave, casual leave and leave without pay. Let's use the formula plus or equal to COUNTIF. Bracket open, range. This is my range from first date till last date. We have to drag our formula to right as well as to the bottom. So we will partially lock our range by pressing F4 or function F4 3 times and $sign will be inserted in the very beginning. Comma, criteria. What is my criteria over here? My criteria over here is my first code, that is P. We'll partially lock this also by pressing F4 or function F4 2 times and $will be inserted in the center. We will close the bracket and we'll hit enter and we got 4. If I'll delete one P from here, we can see 3. Let's drag down the formula and let's drag the formula to right. And we got the desired results. Let's move to next and last example. Filter. On the left hand side, I have got names and just after names, I have got department. And all the names as well as departments are mixed. Means we can see sales. Just after sales, we can see marketing. And then we got sales. Sales is over here also. And we want to divide all the departments over here. Means under sales, I want name of all the salesperson. In the same way, under training, I want name of all the training person. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to filter. Bracket open, array. In array, I'll be selecting all the names from top. We have to drag our formula to right. So I'll be locking my array by pressing F4 or function F4 one time. Comma, include. What to include? I'll include all the departments over here. So I'll select all the departments from top. We'll press F4 or function F4 and my range will be locked. Is equal to. These departments should be equal to what? So these departments should be equal to header. So I've clicked on first department, that is sales. I'm not going to lock this. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. And we got name of all the salesperson. We'll drag my formula to right. And we got the desired result. Last name of marketing is Colby. Let's come to the names. First name of sales is Albert. I'll do this marketing. Just notice the changes on the right hand side. Enter. Now from sales, Albert got removed and Albert got shifted to marketing. In case you are using older versions of Excel, you will not be getting the option of filter. In that case, just copy this formula, go to ChatGPT, paste the formula over there and give a prompt. Provide this formula for older versions of Excel and ChatGPT will provide you updated formula which can be used in older versions of Excel. So these were the few examples of Excel formulas or functions. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can.